Hi, welcome, welcome. So I'm so grateful that you are here. Congratulations on your brand new business. Whoa, are your nerves going crazy right now? They probably are. So please know we are here to help. And these series of videos are literally designed to jumpstart your business. It is completely up to you with what you follow and what you end up doing with all the steps that we teach you. At the end of the day, you are your own boss. Okay. So we are just here to mentor and teach and hope that, all the failures that we've had or mistakes or, trial and error, that we can pass it on to you on what does work. Okay. So you started a brand new business. It's a big deal, right? A business is a business. There's a lot to it. Now, even if you were to open up a restaurant or a coffee stand, right? How long is it going to take you to get to know the ins and outs to that business, right? What location, what building materials, recipes, menus, employees, like there's a lot to it. Okay, this is also a full-on business. Now, it's a lot more simple and we get paid a whole lot more, but it is a full-on business. So please be gentle with yourself as you have these huge learning curves. There's a lot to know, and these videos are set up literally to try to make things a little bit easier for you. Okay. Again, like you are your own boss. Not everyone knows that when they come aboard. I'm not your boss. Your enroller is not your boss. You are your own boss. You are an independent It Works distributor. So similar to like if, how many Burger Kings are there? There's different franchises. They're all their own bosses, right? But they use the same kind of training and whatnot to try to spread that across the board to make things easier. Okay, that's why these are set up. So I will tell you right now that this business is about 80% mindset. Okay. Because it is so independent, it's really easy just to throw in the towel. You might have somebody say no. You might have a day where, life happens and you're throwing a lot of curveballs and the kids are crazy. Your husband and you got in a fight. You got a PUD notice on the door. There's so many things that will be thrown your way. And you're going to look into this business and think, well, shoot, am I going to continue? So 80% is mindset. That is huge. That means every single day you're going to want to do certain things to grow your mind, just because it's really easy. It's easy to quit. It really is easy to quit. So if you throw the idea of quitting out altogether, then oh my gosh, you're eventually going to hit the goals that you've set out for with this, okay? So throw quitting out the window, and always stay consistent with running things, Obviously staying home and Netflix binging and, sleeping until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you had a coffee stand, would you be making money if you did all that? No. This is a beautiful business because you can work it at home. You can work it through your phone, computer, whatever device you have. But it still is going to take effort. Okay. So a couple things that I want to get started with you guys is number one, please reach out with your enroller so that we have an idea of what kind of money you're wanting to make. Everybody has a different mindset coming in as far as expectations. Right? Some people come in and they have no expectation at all. If they make any money, cool. They're excited for the discount. They're excited for the shopping spree, bonuses and whatnot, but there's really not a solid expectation for an amount. Other people have it in their head, oh no, I'm making this much money each month. Like I have to. It's either like losing my house or, whatever. Like I have to make this work. Everyone is so different and there's a huge scale. Some people want to make $100 a month. Some people want to make $5,000 a month or even $20,000 a month. Okay. Please obviously your effort is going to have to match your goal, So please let your enroller know about what you would like to make each month, because then that helps us set up a game plan for you. Okay. I will say that there is two different ways that you can work your business. There is working in person. Okay. That means one-on-one appointments, meeting them at like Starbucks or something. It is having fit parties where basically how you hang out with your friends now, you invite them over, maybe great food, great drinks, whatever, and you're weeding in the business. So there's in-person stuff for sure. There's events. There's like vendor events, wedding shows and expos. You can go do stuff at the fair. There's all sorts of events out there. Or there's working social media. This is very similar to if you were to do an online degree, which I did, or like an in-person degree. Okay, so you can do classes, whether they're high school or college, both in person and online. There is definitely a difference, right? You know what I'm talking about if you've done one, okay? Online, it's at your own pace, flexible. You can do it when you want, but you have homework, you have tests and everything, and you have to be in at a certain time. And a 5-minute conversation in class can take you maybe an hour at home because it has to be so many words per minute, certain, content, right? It's very particular. So it's very similar to that idea. It is going to take more little tiny stuff for social media, and it takes longer, for sure, doing things online than anything in person. Now, can you combine them? Definitely. I strongly suggest it. If you're wanting to make buco bucks, thousands of dollars each month, you're going to want to mix them, okay? And I will go over like different ways on how you can mix them and whatnot. But I'm putting it in your head now to kind of think about how you want to run your business. And your enroller should kind of know that side of your personality of, man, I love people. Like I love standing, like I love talking to people. I love socializing. Or no, I'm a giant weenie. I don't people too well. I shake in my boots. Yeah. So your enroller should kind of know that about you. Okay. You have a reason why you started this business. What is it? Your enroller should know that too. But not only that, you're going to need to write it down. I know that sounds weird. It sounds like you're back in school. But I'm telling you, you're going to have off days with this business. It is not like this, okay? It's going to be like this, okay? There's going to be days where you're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay? But you've got to write down your why right now. Okay, I want you to jot down. It can be on a scrap piece of paper. It does not need to be fancy, or it can be fancy. It's totally up to you, but it needs to be written down. If you want to be super fancy, you can do a video and talking to yourself. It's up to you, okay? But it needs to be plastered if it's on paper, on your wall, okay? Because you're going to be walking by that piece of paper, and those off days, you're going to just stare at it and be like, you know what? Like, this really isn't a big deal with what I'm going through. I can do this, okay? So write down your why. Next, I want you to make a dream board, okay? And not only is it a dream board, it's dreams that are actually going to happen, okay? So, it can be, making $500 a month, right? That's maybe your car payment and a bill. It could be make $1,000 a month. It could be making $1,500 a month, which is maybe covering your rent each month. It could be, I want to pay off this amount of debt. I want to do this for my child. I want to have this dream vacation as a family. I want to pay for my wedding. I need to pay court fees because you had a divorce or something crazy like that. You want to purchase your next car all in cash, or maybe you want to pay off the car you have. So whatever it is, and it can be a few things or it can be a lot of things, okay? I want you to put that on either a scrap piece of paper, so it's just something dinky, or you can go really, really cute and cut out magazine clippings and the whole shebang. Something that is a visual, because it's what's going to happen. The longer you're in it, you're going to hit these milestones, and it's going to be amazing, okay? And it can definitely be a rank that you hit with the business. It can be making X amount of friends. It can be X amount of bonuses. Like, there's all sorts of fun things out there. So I want you to really dream big. Think back in school when you were a kid, when we didn't have fear to limit ourselves, right? Do you remember that? Like, when we were kids, we're like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I want to think like that. But now you have an adult mindset where it's going to be possible with this. So You talk to your enroller with how much money you want to make each month. You talk to your enroller with your personality as far as in-person versus social media or mixing because you want to go faster. You are knowing that this is 80% mindset. You've thrown quitting off the table, and you know that you're probably going to need to be reading books and doing certain things, and I will teach that on an everyday basis to keep this strong, okay? You're going to write your why down. You're going to make a dream board, okay? And then you're going to make your first post. Your first post is going to be super vague. Do not go onto your Facebook and say, I'm a brand new It Works distributor. No. You're not going to put underneath job title, It Works distributor, okay? It Works is not going to be plastered on your Facebook, okay? There's a reason. All you're going to say is, I'm so excited with what just happened, because it builds curiosity, okay? That's your post. You can put a picture on there if you want, but I'm so excited with what just happened. So excited with what just happened, okay? Now, I'm going to explain a little bit of other things here. So you have 2 different websites now. You made one that when you signed up and you clicked the join button, there was a little box and you got to choose a name. What is that? Okay, that's part of your website. So for mine, it's slimselfie.itworks.com. So it's your name.itworks.com. Okay, that is what you will hand out to people when they are ready to shop and be a customer and try things, or they're going to click join where they want to try things and make money at the same time. Okay, so I strongly suggest you go playing around with it a little bit, take a peek and see what it looks like. You probably already seen it a little bit because you signed up. But if you didn't sign up and your enroller enrolled you, then that's a little bit different, right? So go peek at your website. I strongly suggest clicking shop and look at what products we have. Do not think that you have to memorize all of them. There's a lot, okay? All of them have different prices. All of them have different points, okay? We go by points with how we rank with the company and bonuses and all this. None of it has to be memorized. None of it. Because that website is always at your fingertips, which is awesome. I still don't have prices memorized 3 years later, okay? But I definitely suggest looking at what we have, okay? When you pick a product, scroll to the bottom and it says view product info. You will see ingredient lists and more detail of that product, because you're going to get people that really want to, they maybe they're allergic to something, maybe they just want to know how many calories, carbs, sugar, whatever, okay? And that's right in that spot. Now your other website is your back office. It is esuite.itworks.com. Your username is your distributor number that popped out when you joined, aka your customer number, okay? And then your password is the one that you made when you were checking out with your business kit. So once you get in there, the first thing that pops up is a tax thing. So make sure to fill that out. With any job, you need to fill out tax stuff. That's just the way it is. We are IRS regulated, so it's important. All you have to do is basically sign it, put in your first and last name, okay? It literally just takes a second. So once you're done with that, okay, you definitely need to make sure that you are commission qualified. To be commission qualified, it is click the very top. You're going to see auto shipments, okay? And you need to have at least 80 points or BV selected for the next month that you joined. So if you signed up in October, November's needs to be set up, okay? Now, what does that even friggin' mean? Auto shipment, commission what? Points? What? So as a business whole, we do not advertise on TV. Okay, a lot of companies do. We have no commercials. We have no ads. We literally don't advertise. But we are that walking advertisements. Now, if you saw some random Pinterest image on your Facebook where you know it's been copied and pasted like 5 million times, is that going to grab your attention? No. Now, if you saw on your Facebook, your friend just grew their hair out a whole bunch, right? And they were freaking out, what's going to happen? You're going to want that product. And that is why we do what we do, okay? So the company pays us more to be walking advertisements. It is so much easier as a business standpoint to be a walking advertisement. I'm telling you that right now, because you're just sharing. You're sharing your results, okay? So when you go to the auto shipments, okay, click edit or create new. It depends on what you did in the beginning, and then go shopping. You can pick out whatever you want, okay? It can be 2 sets of the skinny wraps. It can be a thing of the wraps and keto coffee, the skinny coffee. It can be wraps and facial cleanser. It can be wraps and hair, skin, and nails. It just needs to equal 80 points or 80 BV, what we call bonus volume, okay? Now, if you want products that you can resell, so you want to make a profit off of them, wraps, keto coffee, collagen, keto energy, a lot of them you can resell to make a profit off of it. But I definitely strongly suggest start using your own stuff because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Okay. Now to be commission qualified, it means that you can earn commissions from any customer or any distributor that you sign up, which obviously is the whole point, right? So please make sure it is set up. If you run it that following month between the 1st and the 15th, you will be put in a raffle drawing in our group to possibly win some fun things, okay? So I just want to kind of throw that out there so that you can budget accordingly. But I will tell you right now, it is really easy to earn money doing this company. Now, let's say 3 weeks pass and you're like, this is definitely not a good fit for me. You can turn those off. It's very, very easy. So you just go into the same spot and click cancel and follow the steps. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that out there. There is 2 auto shipments each month. There is 1 for the products for the 80 BV. Okay. And as far as how much that is, it's roughly around $100. Okay. And then the other one is your websites and your apps. So most companies charge a few hundred. Ours only charges $20, which is nice. So there is your eSuite, your customer website, and all the apps that I'm about to tell you. It is all roped into that $20. So, and that starts that following month too, which is nice. So you want to definitely make sure that your tax information is filled out, that you are commission qualified, and that at the very, very top in the eSuite, there is a little training area. It's like you training, I think is what it's called. That is just at your leisure. Just know that there's extra training in there. And for myself, I really just listened to the videos when I was like cleaning the house, like as I can go, right? Because we're all busy. So just know that it's there, okay? So apps to download, okay? I just talked about it a little bit. If you go to your app store and click It Works Global, you're going to see an Office app. Download that. You're going to see a WRAP app, WRAPP app, okay? And there's also a It Works Global Pay Portal, okay? The Pay Portal cannot be set up until there's actually money loaded in there, okay? So when you get your first chunk of money, you're going to get an email notification and you'll know when to set it all up, okay? Once in a blue moon, it acts a little bit glitchy and it's really not a big deal. So when you get that email, oh, you got money, and the link isn't working, then there's a way to submit a support ticket to kind of give you a hand, okay? What else apps? There are apps, if you're working social media, which the majority of everyone watching this will at least a little bit, you're going to want apps to download to make your pictures pop, okay? So Word Swag is one. Pick, P-I-C, Tap, T-A-P, Go. Pick, Tap, Go. And there's some other fun ones, but those are my 2 favorites for sure. You're also want to download the Zoom app, ZOOM. Basically, that is how we can do like meetings once in a while. We don't do them all the time. But it's basically where you can see some of us and we're talking and like maybe we have a meeting, maybe we're working together and doing something fun. Whatever the case, you're going to want that app. Okay. And then YouTube should probably be on there, so it's not such a pain in the butt to go to your browser all the time. There are certain leaders that it's great to follow on YouTube. So if you download the YouTube app, make a little account. It takes like a couple minutes. And then you can follow myself, Miranda Yasaki. You can follow Jocelyn Yates, Jade Hooper, Carrie Young, Rachel Jones. Those are a few of my favorites right there. Obviously, there's more leaders than that, but those are my top favorites personally. Let's hear. I think that's really all the apps for now. People do like Boomerang, where it's like a super fast, fun video kind of thing. There's all sorts out there. I'm just giving you like kind of some top ones that I do personally. Some other things is that you are going to be added obviously to this group, because if you're watching this video, you got added to the group. So the IWG group, we're thinking of a new name, and I will let you know, or you're going to know anyways, what kind of a clever one we're trying to think of. So you're going to be added to the main group, okay, and welcomed. You're going to be added to the loyal customer hangout. That is where you yourself will be added, but you will also add all of your customers and thank them when they place an order. And you're also going to add any distributors that you sign up. Okay. There are instructions in there is why that was created. Number one, I feel like it's important to always thank your customers anyways. Number two, the wrap directions are in there. They do not come on the box. Most directions do not come on the backs of these products. Okay. They did that on purpose because we do not want our stuff sold on eBay, Amazon, OfferUp, all of those. They're not supposed to be. It's supposed to be through us. And so if you see them on there, they're breaking rules. Okay. And it's sad because if there's no instructions being followed, the products aren't even going to be used right. Right. Directions will be in this group. There will be extra contests. And then at the very top in the file section is how they can log into their account. So every customer has their own account. It's itworks.com. Their username is their customer number, and their password is the one that they make. So it's very, very important that they're added to that group. So you're also going to be added to DT examples. Basically, when you start getting cooking on this business and whatnot, it's hard to know like what to post and stuff. And that basically is just set up where there's example posts for you. We're all going to do our business differently, but at least there's examples in there where you can kind of, okay, that's a good one. Now, always tweak it a little bit, okay? Because you're not a robot. You're not. To put your own picture, tweak up the wording a little bit, and then post it, okay? Never ever do a direct copy and paste. So the main group, your customer group, it's called Loyal Customer Hangout, and the DT examples, okay? Those are the ones that you're going to be added to. As an optional group, there is Fit Together. That is a corporate group where a lot of people are using the products. There's a whole bunch of before and afters in there. It's a very huge group, so that's definitely optional. I like it because it's a quick resource with like recipes for my keto coffee or whatnot, and then quick before and afters. So that's up to you. And I definitely always have, by the way, Pinterest as an app because I'm always on Pinterest, and it's great for like quotes and stuff. So a couple more things. Twice a week, there's always going to be a corporate live video being streamed on Facebook. So please make sure that you're following corporate people. So if you go into their profile, there's at the very top, there's a little follow button. So Mark Pentecost is our CEO. You want to follow him no matter what. Pam Sowder, Sowder. She's a great one to follow. Cami Pentecost, so Kami and then Pentecost. That's Mark's daughter. And I think that's good for now. I mean, obviously there's a whole bunch of leaders, right? And you can always click follow on any top leader out there. Even myself. So if I didn't enroll you, please click follow because obviously I have great content on my stuff and you can always like, oh, that's a good post. I'm going to recycle that one. Okay. So every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, Mark Pentecost and his like cohorts will go live on there. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because they will be doing like announcements, like they will say, oh, new bonuses or new ways we can make money or this event, this, and you're going to want to be on there. Okay. We will always post it in the group. So if you are maybe working or something and you need to watch it later, that's fine. But yes, you definitely want to click follow. And then on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, is Show Me the Money call. Basically, they will have people highlighted and they will give you tips, tricks. They will inspire you. Oh my gosh, some of the stories told on there. I've been on there a couple of different times and it is just amazing, you guys. Again, you can always watch the replay if you don't have time to sit, and it's usually not very long at all. The Show Me the Money call is usually under an hour. And then the Sunday night one is usually about 30 minutes. So, one little tiny thing is that as you're starting to go with this business and you have your website, you cannot send It Works links in Facebook. Now, that sounds a little weird, right? And it's because there's 2 different ways that you can work Facebook, the business side and personal side. And we do personal so that it's free, right? I don't want you guys spending more money. But the consequence to that is that you can't send the link, okay? So I always get their cell phone number and just send it directly. And there's no problems with it, okay? And then when you get your business kit, please reach out to your enroller, okay? I've had people open that kit, not tell me, and they use their wraps back, like, oh, I put one on today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. Oh my goodness, you just wasted $100 and something. So there is definitely certain ways and instructions with the products. So please talk to your enroller so that we can, you might want to use them, you might want to sell them, or you want to mix them to both. We just want to make sure that you have the proper tools to do it, right? So please let us know. So I'm just going to do a quick little summary of what I just said, okay? You're going to write down your why on paper. You're going to make a dream board. You're going to make your first post. I'm so excited with what just happened. You've got 2 different websites. You're going to just peek at them, right? The first one, you're going to peek and click shop and look at what we have, knowing that you don't have to memorize it just yet. And then you have a second one. You're going to fill out the tax information. You're going to make sure that you're commission qualified, and you're going to know that there is a little U training up at the top that you can peek at throughout the week or the next couple of weeks, okay? You're going to talk to your enroller. You're going to let your enroller know about how much money you want to make each month. You're going to let your enroller know that you are super comfortable with working it in person, working it online. You're cool with both to make more money faster, okay? You're going to let us know when your kit comes, and so we can let you know with the instructions and whatnot. You've got all your apps to download, right? You know that you're going to click follow with your corporate people. And let's see, you're going to be added to different groups and know that those are accessible at all times, always. And you will probably also be added to a chat group. And that's basically, let's say I'm sleeping, somebody's sleeping, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need this answer quick. Then you can write it in the chat group and boom, there's your answer, because there's a whole bunch of people in there to help you. And then you're going to know that you are your own boss, always, okay? Your pay is going to be dependent on your efforts, and you're going to throw quitting out the window. You're going to stay super consistent, making one post here and then waiting another week to make another one. That is not going to cut the cheese. What would happen if you did that with your coffee stand? You had the doors open 1 day out of 7 days and the hours were all over the place. Like, you're never going to get people to your door. You're just not. People will not stand for that. And you're just telling them that you are not serious about your business, okay? And just know that speed varies, Do not compare yourself with another person, either above you, below you, beside you, okay? Because everybody is so different with this. You are going to be your unique self. Even if you rank once a year, you're an ambassador in 8 years making $35,000 a month, okay? And that's really, really, really slow, ranking once a year. Okay, so consistency will always pay off. Never allow quitting to be even on the table. If it is already there, you've already quit. You might as well just stop now. Like, throw it out, okay? 80% mindset. You got this, okay? Thank you. I'll meet you at video number 2.